Welcome to Interviewing the Superstar. Today we're featuring Andrew Lee. He's a viral teenage singer who just released his fifth album called Adulthood. Hello, Andrew. Should we just straight get in with the questions? Alright, so the first question is about yourself, not the song. Andrew, as you named your album Adulthood, what do you think it means to be an adult?
Majority of the people think that adults should have responsibility, maturity, and confidence, but not all adults have these kind of aspects. My personal definition of being an adult means to have the willingness on improving the lacking qualities. And by lacking qualities, I mean confidence, responsibility, maturity, and those characteristics that are believed to be a must-have as an adult.
Alright, that was really nice to hear, Andrew. So I have a second question for you, if you're ready.
Wait, let me explain.
Oh, alright, sure.
First of all, let's talk about my favorite novel since I was little, All the Years of Her Life.
Oh, alright.
Alfred was a main character of that story, and he was a bad kid ever since he was little. And even though his mom always bailed him out in every single action he made, he never appreciated for what she has done for him. But instead, he continued making bad decisions and making his mom help him every single time. Even with all the bad decisions he's made in his life, he finally gets inspired by his mom, now willing to fix his decision-making skills. He finally realized that how these things he has done in the past reflected on his mother, making her feel ashamed for the kind of person she has turned her son into. As you can see, Alfred ties into the subject of adulthood perfectly. His willingness to change himself into a brighter person after his past experiences and gaining the aspect of being understanding.
Mm-hmm.
He is in no way is close to being perfect, but that there are small hints that shows his adult life. He is slowly learning from his failures and turning them into a success in kind of a way. The most important thing about being an adult is the eagerness for them to learn from their mistakes in the past and putting them into good use for the future.
Alright, Andrew, that was really inspiring for me and probably for the others. So let's get back to my second question, alright?
We have more points though.
Oh, you have more points. Alright. Let's hear them.
So you know the book of Mice and Men?
Oh yeah, it's a really famous book.
Yeah. The main characters, George and Lenny, they were best friends, but they have two different personalities.
Uh-huh.
And Lenny often caused trouble for George, but at the end, you know how he finally pulled the trigger, and
Yeah.
it wasn't easy to make since he was his best friend. Lenny would have got tortured.
Oh, are you crying right now?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's fine, Andrew. It's a really sad story, but alright, let's just keep the words going. No, it's fine, Andrew.
Okay, so most adults do not have the courage to make decisions for their best friend, but George did.
Mm.
In the beginning of the story, sorry, I'm a little emotional.
It's fine.
In the beginning of the story, George would have never thought of killing his best friend.
Uh-huh.
He was not mature enough to make decisions for someone else.
Yeah.
Throughout the story, he became more and more mature and responsible,
Mm-hmm.
as Lenny's life depended on him. But after many incidents in the farm involving Lenny, George slowly learns and gains that maturity, enhancing his decision-making skills. As time passed by, the realization came to him that he had to take action before it was too late. All the times Lenny got into trouble, he was the one bailing him out, just like the mother in All the Years of Her Life.
Yes, you're right.
At the end of the story, George truly became a person who is responsible, mature, and can correctly make a decision even at worst times, justifying my definition of being an adult.
I see.
And apparently, with anyone other than Mark or his wife Dawn, Aggie can get a bit cranky.
We're back from our advertisement break, guys. Andrew was feeling really emotional after his story. Andrew, are you alright now? Should we proceed our interview?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Oh, you're fine. All right. So I'm gonna ask you about my second question. All right.
Okay. Wait, I have one more point.
Oh yeah, one more point.
Yes.
All right. Sure.
So this is a famous poem. It's called High School Senior by Sharon Old, and it shows another great example of adulthood, our topic today. And in the beginning, the author, she was not able to stand the fact that her daughter is leaving for college. She has become accustomed to the constant presence of her daughter. She could not believe that she will be living alone by herself after her daughter's departure. But at last, she was able to overcome this problem, and she knows that the separation is not going to diminish her love for her daughter. The speaker gains maturity like an adult, as she finally understands that even though they are separating, their love and connection for each other will not change at all. She finally realizes that she must live independently and no longer depend on her daughter anymore. The mother truly becomes an adult after accepting her daughter's departure for college.
That was really deep, Andrew. All right, Andrew, that was really touching story. Can I finally ask you my second question,
Yeah.
please?
Wait, want me to go right now?
So my... Oh, you gotta...